I was reading another interview you did, and one quote that really stuck out to me. It's where you said, "You're more in love with music than people," and that relationships were secondary. And I thought that was great. I thought to myself, thank God, here's a musician with his priorities straight, because we all know people who've given up their music to save their relationships, which never works out anyway because of the resentment involved. But do you think kind of having that attitude where, kind of that detached, maybe observer's point of view helps you to write songs about relationships?
Yeah, I think it does. I mean, it's not something that I choose to do. It just kind of happens that way. I always felt like, the connections I made with people were always based on music. Like, I don't really know any connections that I made in high school or college that didn't really involve music. I felt like all the people that I've met, all the girlfriends I met was through music. So it had to be something that, really attracts people to me in that way. So, looking at that from that perspective, I think to me, putting myself out there in music is what's going to make other people reach out to me, and that's more of the way I kind of interact with society, I think, is just through my music. And, other people, they're just more social. They have a lot of friends. They meet people. I mean, I can do that too to an extent, but it's not really who I truly am. I think I'm more of an isolated kind of observer person who's just, kind of sees these relationships and tries to put music into it or put lyrics into it, and that's just the way it comes out.
So it's, would you say it's a mix of your own emotions and experiences, and then what you see other people
Yeah,
doing?
definitely. Like what I go through with, people and bandmates and relationships definitely helps me shape my lyrics. And, and then, just observing how I think the world is and how it kind of revolves around people. I think it's all just my unique perspective on how that happens.
Now, on top of being a fabulous musician, you are also a very stylish dresser.
Thank you.
So do you think fashion is just for fun, or can fashion be art as well?
I think everything has a lot of value. Like, even if you don't think about different things that you see and you're like, oh, this is so stupid, they dress like this, but it's very, I think it's very targeted. Like, fashion, I think, is very targeted, not just as a business tool, but just as kind of a control tool to make sure one looks a certain way and make sure that everything is branded accordingly. And, I actually had the privilege of doing a runway kind of show thing where I was modeling like Hot Topic clothes for the Hot Topic Managers Conference. And so, they put me into all this clothes that they had, like, the company send them, and I would, like, go on the runway and, like, kind of just show it off. And I don't know, I thought it was a cool experience, but I just felt like I was just a body with clothes on it, and that's it. Like, I felt there was nothing more than that happening, and that's kind of weird. I don't think I could be a model for that reason. But, when I think you put music into it and you put a lot of different things in the mix, then it's definitely something that's defining. So it's definitely something that's important. I just think I have my own way of looking at it.
Well, and I guess it all boils down to whether you're wearing the clothes or they're wearing you.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
And you're definitely wearing the clothes.
Yeah. I definitely, there was a point where I wanted to look like a scene boy, and I wore all the clothes that would match with that, and then, I kind of grew out of it. So it's constant exploration, I think, Like, I want to dress like I did back in high school with, like, baggy jeans. But, it'll be ridiculous, but just, looking at the way things are now, I think everything is ridiculous. So kind of makes sense.
So, well, I have faith that anything you wear is going to look great because again, it's if you're comfortable and you've got your own style, then that's what's going to work.
If you can convince other people that your style's the hottest thing right now, that's all that matters. That really is all that matters.
So you've got a huge presence on the web with music and information and downloads and even contests and chatting with fans. So tell me everything you've got going on right now and every website people can go to for your stuff.
Basically, our main spot is still our MySpace at myspace.com/Aerodrone, and that's like Aerosmith, but it's a drone, Drone. And that has a contest. We have a contest where we want people to show off how they would look listening to our song "Ready to Love," and we had some great entries of people writing "Ready to Love" on their hands or making pictures that go with the lyrics. And we also have a Facebook. I actually update the Facebook now more than I do the MySpace, just because so many more people are on Facebook. So that Facebook link is facebook.com/Aerodrone. And then we have a lot of fans on YouTube as well. You can, I don't remember the link, but you could just click it off our MySpace page. There's a big YouTube button, and there's always kids posting comments on our Scene Boy music video and saying, "Oh my God, all these people look so bad," and like, "I can't believe they're making fun of scene kids." So it's always like a big chat session there.
So do you think you're addicted to technology?
Definitely. I think, technology is all I've known for ever since I was in middle school, actually. I remember chatting online back when it was just like really basic, like black and white screens, and, the internet was a much smaller place. And now everyone has the internet. I mean, like at shows, we would get like little girls coming up to us, and they're doing things on their phone that like I can't even figure out now, because phones are just like laptops now or something. They made us sign their phone, and it showed up as a picture in the phone. So I don't know. It's crazy.
Well, I guess if technology is always in service to creativity, then being addicted to it is a good thing.
Yeah. I think, everyone right now is just technology addicted. I mean, Tiza is always on her BlackBerry just texting and chatting. I think everyone I see like on a iPhone or BlackBerry is just so like drawn into it. So I think we're just so we're just so hungry for Twitter and YouTube and Facebook and all that stuff. You just can't get rid of it.